1 entire century of yawning and snoring wildly. It seems that the heroes of the Glade of Dreams are under the effect of a mysterious snoozing power. Well, my little ones just needed to take a big nap.
How you doing, guys, and welcome to the second video I'm doing where I'll be taking a look at the May 2018 PlayStation Plus games. This time I'll be taking a look at the second game, Rayman Legends. Now this game was originally released all the way back in 2013, however it was re-released for the PlayStation 4 in 2014. Now, I kinda like that this game was released alongside Beyond Two Souls on the PlayStation Plus program. The reason for that is because they are pretty much exact mirror opposites of each other. Whereas the first game, Beyond Two Souls, was pretty much all story and very little gameplay. This is the exact mirror opposite in almost every way. It pretty much emphasizes all gameplay and very little story. I mean, that opening cutscene that you just saw, I've watched that cutscene over 10 different times and I still have no fucking idea what the hell's going on with this game. But I suppose that's been the case with every single Rayman game. Now, in Rayman Legends, there are over 120 different levels, including 40 levels that have been remastered from the original Rayman Origins, which was the previous game to this one. And in these levels, you can either go through solo or you can go through co-op with up to 4 players, depending on what system you're playing this game on. And basically, you go through these levels and you collect the collectibles, which are called LOMs, which are like these little yellow firefly things, I suppose you could call them. And the whole point of the game is you have to rescue what are called teensies. And basically, there's a set number of these throughout every level, and some of them are in plain sight and others are well hidden, which does encourage exploration, I suppose. And the more you rescue, the more levels they unlock, so it definitely has a lot of replayability. Sometimes you can go through a level and you can miss some of them and you won't even know how. It definitely encourages you to go back and explore some parts of a level that may be well hidden. Now, the thing about Rayman Legends is it's one of those games where what you see really is what you get. And that is basically everything you're seeing right now is basically all the game has to offer. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. This is an old school platformer that's set during the side-scrolling animation, which follows the same path as the very first game in the Rayman series. Yes, it did try and move into 3D worlds with Rayman 2 and Rayman 3, and although those games were successful in their own right, for this game and the previous game Rayman Origins, they decided to go back to the side-scrolling mechanic. And seeing as how this game, as I said, features over 120 different levels, you definitely get your money's worth for this. And of course, if you are downloading this through PlayStation Plus, then you definitely get your worth out of it because you won't be paying any money at all. Gameplay wise, Rayman Legends is as fun as it gets, with a lot of critics at the time of release calling this one of the, if not the, greatest platformer ever been released. And I can definitely understand why. As I said at the beginning of my video, story wise, this game makes no fucking sense. And that's because it doesn't emphasize story, it emphasizes gameplay. And that's a good thing because it's genuinely fun. And I guess it has to be. Seeing as how, again, as I said earlier on, this game features over 120 different levels. That is a hell of a lot of levels to get your teeth stuck into. So, it's a damn good thing that the gameplay is fun, because otherwise, who the hell would want to slog through that many levels? And basically, in the game, Rayman has to go typically from left to right. As I said, either collecting the LOMs or the teensies to unlock new worlds. And basically, he accomplishes this by jumping, gliding, hitting enemies that may or may not be in his way. Sometimes there'll be puzzles where this little green floaty bastard just randomly appears, and with a touch of a circle button you can make him manipulate certain parts of the environment. And it's genuinely fun and genuinely addictive. The levels themselves aren't too long, but as I said before, some of them really encourage exploration. Some of the teensies are well hidden. You can hear them calling "help me" somewhere around the environment, and sometimes you may not know exactly where they are, you can just hear them. It definitely encourages you to look around and try and find them. Now, the vast majority of these levels can be taken at your own pace. You can either take them as quickly or as slowly as you feel like, and that's a good thing because, as I've said before, this game encourages exploration, so you definitely want to take your time with it. However, there are some levels that really require you to be more fast-paced. These are sort of like chase levels, I suppose you could call them. And during these chase levels, there's a wall of fire directly behind Rayman that moves closer and closer to him, and the only way to escape it is to move through the level as quickly as possible. And these fast-paced sections are genuinely heart-pounding. I mean, you can see yourself, some of these puzzles do require you to be very precise and very waiting around for your perfect moment, and that definitely raises the bar when there's a constant wall of fire behind you and you know that you can't afford to start moving. It's definitely good, it definitely mixes things up a little. The game also offers daily and even weekly challenges where various different players around the world can compete against each other via leaderboards, and some of these challenges that they compete against each other include collecting a certain number of lums in the shortest time, or even surviving the longest on a stage, and obviously as you progress through the game more challenges become available. And this is okay, I suppose. I guess it does sort of encourage people to want to do a little bit more, but at the same time, it's not really for me. I don't really like the idea of having to compete with a bunch of people I don't even know and are never going to meet, and to be completely honest, have no interest meeting. But if you're one of those people that's obsessed with having the highest score, I can see that some people may have some fun with this, but it's not for me. So anyway, there you go, that's pretty much all I can say about this game. There really is not that much to it. Like I said, what you see is what you get with that game. And again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because what you see is a damn good thing. It's genuinely fun. And I think that that's what games like this really emphasize, these sort of old school platformers. They emphasize fun gameplay more than anything else. So yeah, if you are a PlayStation Plus member, you can download this game right now, absolutely free. It's part of May PlayStation Plus 2018. And if you are a fan of old school platformers, then give this a go. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. A lot of people have said that this is one of the greatest platformers that has ever been made. So if you like the idea of that, then give it a go. So anyway guys, I'm going to end the video here. Stay tuned for my next Let's Play series where I'll be taking on Metal Gear Solid 5 The Phantom Pain. I'll see you for that guys, we're going to have a hell of a lot of fun with it.